Hello y'all. Welcome to part 6 of my Union of Britain William V Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux. In part 5, we put more pressure on the Entente faction by invading New England and Canada, and besides that, we also took more territory in Africa by marching into the Congo, as well as Gabon here. And on top of all this, William V died in 1941, yes, I believe that's right. He died and he was replaced by his son. Well, he was succeeded by his son, William VI, who is also known as Wilhelm III. So Wilhelm II, who was King of Britain, essentially died, and he was replaced by Wilhelm III, who is going by William VI in Britain. As that's his title, that's his coronation title, I guess. Well, his name, his coronation name, coronated name for Britain. And although the monarchs have changed, not much has actually been made different for Britain itself in terms of government structure, because, as you can tell here by the sub-ideology of this country, Britain is essentially a military dictatorship with a monarch. So William VI, even though he is the king of Great Britain, he is just a figurehead, more or less. And we have some doctrines available here. Let's unlock ground attack veteran initiative. Also unlock here, let's unlock the end of the shock and all part of the superior firepower doctrine and get this done here. So that's all the land doctrine we can do, that's done. All of that is done. And right now we are invading the Adamawa Clique, Cameroon, and the Bornu Emirate in Africa. So we're fighting 4 wars there thus far. Gabon's probably going to be defeated soon. And we have 2 armies in Africa. Meanwhile, we have 3 armies in Canada who are pushing forward. And soon Toronto, as well as Hartford and Boston, may fall. If we can capitulate New England, that would be great, because New England has provided a lot of troops to the defensive efforts of Canada. We have taken out Gabon, take all their states, 1 state. Done. Now let's also make a country we defeated earlier into our puppet. We got a Fate of Ubangi Shari event, I believe. Yes, we do. If we're in the state of Ubangi Shari, it's led by the same person we put out of power, Balkassa here. I think he was the guy who founded the Central African Empire in real life, he did this in the 1960s and the 1970s. Historically, it had some grand coronation to match Napoleon I or something. He really liked Napoleon, if I recall. We gotta keep advancing here, take some more ground in the Adamawa Clique, defeat them, please. The Fate of Gabon, make them a puppet. Form the state of Gabon. That is done now, so we have another puppet state. They are helping us out, so Jean Hilaire Albam is going to be the leader of our puppet state in Gabon. So let's advance here with the first army. Let's just delete this order for Army 3 and just make one big overarching order for Army Group 1 to have them advance with their 2 armies into this part of Africa and just defeat whatever's left here. Oh wait, I gotta fix this again. Whoops. Let me make sure we don't go into territory that's not technically under our control. So get this done now. Now let's attack. Move into the Bornu Emirate, Adamawa Clique, as well as Cameroon, and defeat all these countries in our way. Then after that, we may start using our armies to clash with use our puppets' forces to help fight the Anti-Goering Clique here in East Africa, led by Madagascar, I believe. Yes, I believe they do. Yeah, their faction leader. Kenya, that includes Kenya, as well as a number of other countries. Germany wants to call us to a war. The peace conference has taken place, and it's all about Gabon. Not too concerning for us, though. Keep advancing here, overwhelm the enemy where we can. We do have some air power. I'm not sure if the bombers have that much range, though. Send them up to Central Africa more. And they're going up from Middle Africa to Central Africa. And our Navy is here. At this point, we moved all of our Navy that was involved in the invasion of Canada over to Southeast Africa so that they can help a possible naval invasion of Madagascar. We're probably going to send Army 1 or 3 into Madagascar. Let me go ahead and start take all the divisions of the South African Republic. Just request forces, 11 divisions. Get all these guys here. Who else is here? Are they all puppet troops? Oh, get all the puppets, all these units here. Good. South Africa, Your troops will be used for our war with the Anti-Goering Pact, as well as the units of the Zambia-Nyasaland Free State. They're just going to form their own army. Just get them grouped up into one force. Give them the color of green, I don't know. Doesn't really matter because Army Group 2, the army that also uses green, isn't really present in this theater. Get the units from Namiland, and that gives us a little army here. And their objective overall is just to remain on the defensive in a conflict with the Anti-Goering Pact. So who do we have here that would be good for this? Let's get, who can we get here? Let's get T.A. Lawrence to fight the Anti-Goering Pact once we're ready. So he's just going to lead a force here and just dig in. Overall, we may need a second army, so let's get another army created. Create this army here, and they'll hold in the north near, I think, Uganda, is that right? Do we have a war goal on them? We have a war goal on the state of Israel, Uganda. Yes, we do. So Israel, Uganda, we are going to invade them shortly, probably. Let's actually use this army. I don't know what we'll do. So actually, just keep them where they are. We'll invade Israel, Uganda with Army 1 or Army 3, probably, because they aren't in a faction. We don't have to worry about fighting the Anti-Goering Pact with them. So keep advancing there, checking on Canada. We have one army attempting to drive toward Vancouver, all the way in western Canada, where there's some fighting going on there between some Haitian divisions and the Principality of Liechtenstein, Alaska. It's going relatively well, I think, followed Bangkok. It's going relatively well for the Principality of Liechtenstein, Alaska, who has a warrior society for some reason, has a division type. Very interesting there. I mean, who am I to judge Liechtenstein, Alaska's naming schemes for their units? We have a focus. What can we do in the focus tree? Let's start doing... What can we complete? I'm very... Gotta find something here. Let's complete expand air unions to build some air bases. Keep advancing into Canada and New England. Here's some new infantry divisions. They're going to go over to Army 6. And let's actually send one of these divisions down to Africa. Maybe. Army 8? No, give them over to Army 4. Yeah, they'll go to Army 4. Get that done. Army 4 was mainly just a motorized armored tank formation, but I mean, a couple infantry divisions can't hurt them, right? Keep advancing here. We've got to get into the Bornu Emirate, who is pinned down, I believe. Well, no, they're not pinned down entirely, but we are defeating them for the most part. Keep advancing here, moving to Cameroon. Please make some progress there. And Cameroon and the Anamawa clique were at war with each other. They still are. It's just that they can't really, can't really do anything at this time. They don't have many divisions. And how is the Dominion of West Africa faring? They are part of the Entente, but they're heavily surrounded now by the Reichspakt in Africa. Meanwhile, Romania is doing all right, although they are also essentially surrounded. Like, Bulgaria is part of our faction. Serbia isn't, I will say that. Austria is, though. So is Poland, and so is Ukraine. With that said, the Ukrainians are busy fighting the Russians right now, but Russia is not faring too well because they lost Petrograd at this point. Russia does have Japan as an ally, but I don't know where they're at. I really don't know. Have we taken Toronto yet? No, we have it surrounded, though. Where's the supplies at? Let's go ahead and move some of these. Move a few militia divisions we have defending ports over to Canada to ensure we don't have our naval bases we have captured from the Canadians in New England captured once again, and we'll lose our supplies. We can't have that happen. That would be terrible. So there we are. And what is the deal? What's wrong? What's wrong here? They are struggling to get supplies, apparently. That is unfortunate. Let's at least go around Toronto and take Buffalo, maybe. Hartford and Boston are still... Oh, we took Hartford. Yeah, Boston's now the capital there. And do we have any more planes we can bring up to Canada? I don't know. With these planes, we have planes in New England. What is the air support like here? 300 planes. They have fighters and bombers, I believe. Get some planes to establish air superiority. I guess, like 600. Get a bunch of Hurricanes here. And just use them to wreak havoc on the forces of the New England and Canada here. Just destroy their air forces with everything we have. So get about 5 new air wings established here, and 1 new bomber wing. Focus entirely on the Mid-Atlantic, or no, yeah, Mid-Atlantic. Focus on them and take out whatever you see in the skies. Couple more fighter squadrons would do. We have so many Hurricanes. I mean, they're just in the reserve at this point because we've upgraded to Spitfires. We're hoping to eventually upgrade to Supermarine Spiteful aircraft, fighter aircraft, but I don't know if we'll get that done. Now let's unpause. We have more planes in North America now on that front. Keep pushing toward Toronto. And Canada, well, Eastern Canada has really had a hard time holding on, haven't they? The 4th Army is making their way slowly but surely toward, well, they're making their way toward, I think, toward, what is it? Toward, say, I gotta redo this front line. This is really just out of date at this point. They're really making their way toward Vancouver slowly but surely. And let me get rid of this order here. Just get rid of all this entire order overall. So let's give Army 4 their own objective, because the majority of them are in, like, Ontario. At this point, they're going to advance toward Vancouver, get to that part of Western Canada, so that we can win this war. Meanwhile, the rest of Army Group 2 with the 5th and 6th British armies will hopefully defeat whatever's left of Canada and New England, they're definitely losing territory, just taking some time to defeat them. We just got to get Hartford and Boston. So let's now begin that offensive now. That's done. Let's take Buffalo, cut off Toronto, take the rest of this province here. Southern Ontario needs to fall. Maybe we can get an encirclement here, possibly. No, don't worry about the encirclement. Just go forward with the motorized toward Vancouver. And I'm hoping the Canadians don't have many forces defending Vancouver, but we'll see. And how is the Bornu clique faring? They are nearly surrounded. Boston has fallen. They don't have Hartford anymore even, so it should be... Take Buffalo, and it shouldn't be long before they're forced to capitulate. We just got some research done. Can one of you guys take Buffalo? Take the city of Buffalo. Use force attack now. We captured a Canadian operative. The Bornu Emirate has capitulated. Take all states in turn. And we captured an operative. Okay, we have ways of making you talk. Yes, we do. Now, let's move this army up here. They're going down to focus on what's left of the Adamawa clique, as well as Cameroon. Cameroon's probably going to lose very soon because they have almost no cities left under their control. And I'm considering, actually, I don't know. Adamawa clique is beaten, take all their land, take all states in turn. And now, let's go ahead and have an offensive line drawn up on the forces of the, the Anti-Goering Pact. We'll just draw those orders up and get prepared for the offensive there. And now let's take out what's left of this force here. What's left of the Cameroon, what am I saying? They have one city left, really. It's over. It has to be over. There it is. So, annex. This is going to be more puppets for us, the Kingdom of Britain. Another victory for William VI. Now let's start researching number 9 machine rifle Mark 1. Move these units over here. Let's focus all of Army Group 1 on taking out Israel, Uganda. Well, advance into Israel, Uganda, and defeat them. And go there. So once they arrive, we'll start the war. We'll probably have some events about getting some new puppet states, I imagine, in Cameroon, possibly. How is New England faring? Checking in on New England now. Buffalo is still not taken yet. Oh, they're really holding out there, aren't they? They are. And we had some units get cut off. Why can you take that place? What are you doing? Link back up. What are you doing? Go. Can you guys be more aggressive, please? You're being too slow here. Be more aggressive. Just beeline for Vancouver. That's all I gotta do. We're trying to beat Liechtenstein, Alaska to the city. And Buffalo is going to be very hard for us to take. Can we at least link up our units, though? Yes, we did do that. We encircled 1 Canadian division, or 3 Canadian divisions, possibly. Toronto's still alive, somehow. I mean, it's still holding out a lot of enemy resistance still there. Boston has fallen. Some enemy troops are holding out in Providence, but that's going to be... That port is essentially surrounded. We're going to put that under siege. Move more units over to Army 4 that had just been created. Now let's attack Israel, Uganda, or no, we gotta wait to get our units there. Fate of Cameroon. Make it a state. And now I have a puppet, I believe? Yes, Cameroon is a puppet of us at this point. Interesting flag, I will say. So what's this here about returning Nigerian land? We could do that. Return to land? Yes, so return that state. Take it. Okay, so that makes the borders look nicer at least. And at this point, we are now connected with all of our puppets in West Africa that we got from the French national state when they fell. And so let's attack Israel, Uganda at this point, declare war on them. Get that done, declare war. We have a war goal on them, we might as well use it. Declare war, begin the strike now. We should outnumber them greatly. Where's our Air Force at meanwhile? They are focused on all of East Africa now. Tons of close air support is what we need. Also a handful of fighters could be useful. 1 squadron of fighters or 2 squadrons of fighters should seal the deal. One would think anyway. We should be able to outnumber any air contingent they have, but better safe than sorry. So just keep moving in with the Hampton bombers we have. I think we got to make more advanced tactical bombers at this point. I think the Hamptons are old. They're outdated, relatively speaking. So move these Overstrand planes into position. Start doing close air support missions there. Military factories available. Yeah, the Hamptons are old bombers. Now we got to make Albemarle's tactical bomber 2, essentially. More free military factories. Make some more close air. Make some more support equipment. Also, let's trade someone for aluminum. We need so much aluminum for our massive air force. The RAF just constantly needs aluminum. It eats aluminum because of the plane production. And in our focus tree, let's do the continuous focus, construction engineering. Get that done. It's pretty useful continuous focus, I would say. And what else? Put some more stuff on floating harbor production. Possibly. I don't know. I guess we'll task Army 1 with invading Madagascar. And what else? I'm trying to think of stuff we need to do. But let's defeat Israel, Uganda, then move into Kenya. We'll fight Kenya. We got to be concerned about these points here. Some wars going on, I think. Mexico declared war on the Pacific States of America. Let's get some units from Ubangi Shari, maybe? Ubangi Shari. Request them. Cameroon can maybe give us some troops also. Put these guys in Army Group 1, 3. Yeah, Army Group 1, what am I saying? T.A. Lawrence's army will be there in Army Group 1. Give this army the color of red, because Army 4 isn't present on this theater. This is some militia. Get Brian... who can we get here? Thomas Wintringham. He's going to focus on, say, this front here with his troops. He needs more divisions, though, I would say. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Get him more divisions. We're over the cap for divisions also, so we got to be very careful with what we do at this point in time. What are these guys doing? They're just militia. We could get some militia and call them over here. Let's go ahead and stop recruiting any more divisions at this point. We're over the cap. We don't need any more troops. Let's move the remainder of these new units we just deployed that weren't really ready yet. We're just going to put them with Army 8, who's going to be pushing into Burundi and Uganda. Well, Uganda more accurately. They're going to focus on Uganda. So have them set up to go. There we are. And we're going to probably start an offensive shortly. Look, what can we do here? Madagascar will have to fall. Where's their only port at? It's on that other side of the country. Okay, so that's going to be annoying. Our ships are still repairing. Let's take this group here who does... Where's the one that does naval... Okay, so do naval invasion support. They're going to get done repairing. They have to get done repairing. Just do naval invasion support. And I'm just going to have to see how a naval invasion order will be drawn up before we launch any kind of attacks on Madagascar. I'm really curious how many divisions they have protecting their island. And we've taken all of this part of State of Israel. Uganda is defeated. Take all states. Now, since Uganda is defeated, we have some dockyards. We got them earlier, I think. Make some convoys? I don't know. We have plenty of convoys, but more would be nice, possibly. Let's move more divisions. Let's take all of Army 3, put them here, and have them push into, say, Kenya. Do that, and we'll have one army there. Let's also move all of Army 1 down here. They'll be the ones doing the naval invasion of, say, Madagascar. Let's get 5 divisions. 5 divisions will go into Madagascar, or attempt to anyway. So here's the enemy capital. Here's a port. Put 2 divisions here. And they are having to go through that naval area. I mean, they had to go through the, what is it? They had to go through, say, East African coast and the West Indian Ocean. So we got to be aware of that. So let's go ahead and get our navies put together here and have them start patrolling their areas. Patrol here, please. Patrol this area. Also have this other force patrol the west, what is it, the West Indian Ocean, get that done. So ships are being moved into place now, I hope. What's going on here? They're patrolling. They should be patrolling. Yeah, they're patrolling. I need to patrol, not do the other thing. Patrol. Just focus on patrolling. They are going to the Mozambique. They're operating in the Mozambique Channel, is that right? Let's get rid of this order, though. Move up here, please. We don't need ships here either in the Southwest Ocean. So, good. Everything's ready, so now we're just waiting for a war declaration. And let's go ahead and declare war on Tanganyika. He will call in their allies, probably. Oh, we can't declare war on them. That's awkward. Let's justify on them. Attack Kenya. He will call them in as allies anyway, probably. Move in here with the army of the Second Army. They're busy fighting the Mau Mau. Let's go ahead and declare war on the Mau Mau also, who are holding out here in Nairobi and Kenya. So that's Mau Mau led by Obama. We're going to have to defeat him. Fate of Uganda. Form the state of Uganda. And we made the state of... It's Buganda now. They are a puppet of the Kingdom of Britain. But let's begin our advance. We got to call you guys to war. What are you doing? You are fighting... Okay, we got to redo the front line. Yeah, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? Let's push in now. Move in on the enemy territory. There we go. Advance forward. And let's attack Rwanda, declare war on them. Just get started on Rwanda and Burundi here. Go to war with them, just so we can get the entire the entire Anti-Goering Pact up against us. And they earlier defeated Goringia, which was led by Hermann Goering. Declare war on Madagascar, that's all done now. And this will be fun, I think. So let's also call in, say, are you going to help them at all? We're just fine on them regardless. Whatever. We'll have troops available. Just holding the line for now. Moving to Kenya. Shouldn't be too hard to take out Kenya, I would hope, with our numbers here. They should be heavily outnumbered in terms of divisions. Let's check on Canada and New England. Buffalo is still holding for some reason. And we can't. Why do we have a front line here? That makes no sense. Get rid of this. Just move these guys over here now. Go to this front line. Get on the front line, please. And push forward and defeat what's left of the Canadian and New England resistance in Buffalo. Yeah, upstate New York, that's it. That's what it's coming down to. As well as, yeah, just upstate New York. That's all that's left of New England and Canada in there, in that part of the front. We're slowly making our way toward Vancouver. It is a long march there. Let's check on Kenya. Progress is being made at its own pace. Let's just say that. I really got to fight Tanganyika because I really was planning to fight them. And once we have these naval orders ready to go, there are no units assigned to the order. That's a little awkward. Let's get a few units assigned then. Take all of these divisions, put them here. 5 divisions. So that'll take a few convoys, put 3 units here, maybe, and get this started. Hopefully this naval invasion will pan out in our favor. One can only hope. Let's move more of our navy down to say, move the rest of the British Navy down to Africa. Well, move it to Zambezia and Mozambique. Get all that done so we can start the naval invasions we had planned for. Madagascar. How is Vancouver going? There's no more enemy divisions here. With the march is just so slow. We have all these units rushing toward Vancouver, and I'm hoping they can link up with that group. I don't know. I'm considering it. I really hope. Once we defeat these enemies here, if we can do that, if we can just defeat New England, I'm probably going to just regroup whatever we have and move it into Alaska. Well, their front line, I mean. Move these planes here, put them in this airbase. No, that's max capacity already. Move it to this airbase then. Focus all of our air power in eastern Canada on New England to finish them off. And we've split off a bunch of their divisions in upstate New York. Now we have a big encirclement going on. And New England's going to lose a lot of troops here. So is Canada and the West Indies Federation. I think that's their name. Yeah, they're gone. Just destroy that unit. Ace pilot promoted. Okay. Buffalo is what's keeping this front alive. They really are. Although they are crumbling slowly but surely. Yeah, I think I may move some divisions over to Alaska's front line to try and make some progress there. And now we have some doctrines available. What can we do? Carousel bombing, get that done. How's the push in Kenya going? It's going somewhere. That's all I can say. We're now fighting the Mau Mau more, and we rapidly made our advances out of Buganda. Can we start our attack? Oh, we did attack Madagascar. Good. Good. And I hit the escape button by accident. My bad. But we're going to take this area here, I believe. Come on. Take care of whatever's there. Can we fight Tanganyika before the war ends? The Anti-Goering Pact's probably going to lose. Let's declare war on Zanzibar. Go to war with them. Declare war. Declare war now. That's done. Are you guys going to be defeated? I don't know. 17th of February, 1942. Whatever. We're taking over Madagascar, though. Moving the rest of Army 1 to Madagascar. We got to delete all these orders that are sort of irrelevant now. And move the remainder of our units over to Madagascar. He was going to start pushing through the island. And make sure you hold the port. Don't leave the port behind. I don't know where the rest of Madagascar's divisions are. We may end up fighting just the Mau Mau have been defeated. So take all their states. Get that done. Pass. How do they take it? What the world? Oh, we're fighting against them. What am I saying? Okay, so Kenya took some land. They've been at war with them for ages, to be fair. Kenya's going to fall shortly, probably. Either way, doesn't really matter to us. And we are having some problems containing these troops here. It's fine, though. Well, not really, but what's this about? Oh, great. The army we had sort of disappeared. What caused that? Whatever. Move this entire army here. Get all the troops we had. Put that army back together, please. Where's the other troops we have? They are still getting to their positions. That's sort of awkward, but okay. Let's instead focus the entirety of Army 8 on Burundi and Rwanda. Focus on those places. Bring together all the troops we had from South Africa and the Nyasaland, Nambia, Nyasaland Free State. Join the war, please. Request forces. Don't leave the war this time, I beg of you. There we go. Get them all together. The SAF is going to be here, and so is Zambia, Nambialand. I mean Nyasaland. I get confused with these names, sort of, every once in a while. So moving there. We have too many divisions on this order, though. Whatever, just move in. And we're invading more Madagascar. Get to their capital down here. Take every city of value. And Emile Maurice is really in over his head, I would say, the leader of the Anti-Goering Pact. And New England has capitulated. We're done there. So let's now move. Let's finish off these troops. Well, it's also... Yeah, that's bad for those poor Canadian divisions stuck around Buffalo. That city is going to be sieged down. And New England was playing a huge part in the Entente war effort, but they're gone. Now they're finished. So keep moving forward, surround Buffalo, surround whatever's left of these armored divisions. Who's helping them? These are units from... Who's here? So whose units are these? Australasian Confederation? Okay. Get closer and closer to Vancouver. Come on, guys. Just get to Vancouver. I don't want to join any extra wars, Germany. Wilhelm III, I know you're great and all, but William VI doesn't want to get involved in that. We don't want to fight Japan or Russia. I'd say I'd be pretty satisfied once we defeat our current set of enemies. Get to the capital here. Take this capital. Come on now. Take it. Take the rest of Madagascar. And take this island here. I mean, this city here. And keep pushing here also. Go into Burundi. Finish off whatever's left of Kenya, who's holding out in Mombasa. Sort of. They're surrounded, though. And those units will be destroyed. And I really want to fight this country here. The Tanganyika. I don't know why I don't have a war goal for them. I thought I did, but I don't. It's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. Keep moving through Canada. We have surrounded all these units in Buffalo. This is brutal. So just swarm them, destroy them, it's over. These Canadian divisions are going to just disappear now. And you can watch them just disappear. Let's watch them go up in flames. They're going to be annihilated. Bert Hofmeister here is going to lose to Eric Charles Hayes in a battle. And his units are surrounded, essentially. You would think they are. So there's so many divisions just sitting there. They're stuck. They're absolutely stuck. Keep advancing, though. Are any of these divisions disappearing yet? I don't think so. Okay, there we are. They're going to start disappearing now shortly. Moving with this unit here. And I'm just watching this one battle just to see these armies. So these peace conference there. Mexico and the Pacific States of America peaced out. I'm just going to watch these troops just fade away. There they go. You can see the little helmet icons pop up. They're disappearing slowly but surely. Moving here. Keep the offensive going. Be more aggressive. They're gone. And all those units in Buffalo are going to be destroyed. And Canada is soon to lose their war. They are the last majorly member of the Entente, I believe. Let me check. Kenya has capitulated. They're part of the Anti-Goering Pact. Yeah, Kingdom of Canada, that's it. Once they're gone, it's over. They need 5% or less of their victory points, though, to be fair. Now let's take the rest of Madagascar, I suppose. So let's get a offensive line drawn up and start moving down through the island of Madagascar at a more organized, efficient rate, more systematic advance. Move in here, destroy this enemy division. We're going to surround, probably. So Army 1 is doing really well for themselves. Meanwhile, Army 3 also did very well for themselves. And let's go ahead and set up Army 3 to move on to... Who do we attack them with? What do we use? I guess let's go after Rwanda and Burundi then, with this more uniform, how to say, the more... Just get Army 3 over here to fight Rwanda and Burundi. That's all I can say. I mean, like I was saying earlier, the reason they're more uniform than their peers... What is the deal? Is it an impassable region? Of course it's an impassable region. The reason they're more uniform than their peers is that unlike Army 8, they're not just a bunch of different infantry division templates. They are fairly, how to say, keep advancing. What are you guys doing? Advance. You have an offensive order. Use it. Go forward. Advance forward. Be aggressive. Yes, execute orders as aggressively as possible. We need victory here. We need to make sure we take out Burundi and Uganda once we have our victory. Also, finish off Madagascar. What's left of Madagascar? What do we need to beat them? War summary for everything. Anti-Goering Pact. Madagascar is going to be down soon. 59, whatever. They need 20% or less. They're at 59% of their war points, victory score, I think. And if we defeat the Anti-Goering Pact before we can invade Tanganyika here, Yika, I'm not going to worry about it. It just happens if it happens. And we're just going to abandon the offensive, probably. Or maybe not, I don't know. It depends on the date. We're still advancing here. How is Army 2 doing? I mean, Army 3. No, they have no orders. Yeah, that's a little awkward. Move them into Vancouver, though. Also, let's move this entire army here on the front line in this area. Push toward Vancouver. It's all you got to do. Take Vancouver and everything else in this part of Canada. Army 6 is going to help out with that. Let's take Army 5, give it the Army Group 1, and they're going to get ready to invade, or just help out here with what's left of the Anti-Goering Pact. I may need to launch a naval invasion into Zanzibar. Not entirely sure about that. They have like one state, though. And we're still advancing here. Good. Order restored in Guinea. What am I saying? Order restored in Guinea. There was something in my throat there, sorry. And I don't know. Why do we have a German East Asian... Oh, wait, I think Japan defeated the German East Asian government. Possibly. Or, I don't know, why do we have them in exile? What's the deal there? Oh, that's Deutsch East Asia. That was like the Chinese colony Germany had, I think. Keep advancing in Burundi and Rwanda. We're winning there. Madagascar is tumbling down. They just don't have enough troops. All of northern Madagascar has fallen to us at this point. Take the rest of central Madagascar, make our way to this backup capital they have. King Edward flees the Kingdom of Canada. Where's he going to flee to? The Australasian Confederation, okay. We're not going to fight them. Okay, good. So we won. So what do we grab here? Everything in Africa for sure. We have the most war score out of everyone, unsurprisingly, because we did the majority of the fighting. So take all this in Africa. Take whatever else can we grab here. Dominion of West Africa is hanging on by a thread. Take this. And everything else. Take these islands. Or no, let's take over all New England. Yeah, we'll take all of New England, Canada, whatever else we can pick up there. Take all states in New England. That's done. Canada, take all states. That's too much, actually, so let me slow down a little bit there. Slow down. Can I reset this for Canada? So let's just take this, this, take Newfoundland, take Labrador, take New Quebec, take this, Montreal. Let's intern. And we're going to really focus on taking all of Canada. And maybe whatever else we can find. Whatever else we can get in a peace treaty. Let me just intern again. Okay, so Germany's going to make things complicated and take one state out of everything here. Why they feel obligated to take that, I don't know. But it's whatever. Take the rest of Canada, though. Take it all. We should probably take Iceland after this. I don't know, though. That's done. And let's take all of Iceland at this point. Actually, yeah, Iceland, that's going to be over with now. In turn one more time. And I think the German Empire got most of their war score from fighting in Africa, I imagine. So take these states here. What's left even? I don't know. Did we get Iceland? Oh yeah, we're taking Iceland, yeah. So let's now start going after part of... Take Crete? Yeah, take Crete, maybe. In turn, actually. The joy of peace conferences that take forever. Keep taking territory here. I'm going to get Crete at the very least. What's left of Portugal? Let's take Paraguay. Do that. Or no. The Austrian Empire wants their say, but just pass. We're going to be done. Take Paraguay. And hit done. I'm finished with all this. Or can we take more of Greece? I don't know. We could. I don't know. Just, we'll have to figure out the peace the events, whatever events will pop up in turn. And that's over. Peace conference for the Entente's defeat is complete, so let's hit done. And one thing I will do, I'm not going to let the German Empire rob us of Canada at this point. So, I'm waiting for the event. Come on, Fate of events, please pop up faster. Any day now. Okay, there we go. Good. So, Fate of Angola. State of Angola. Fate of Mozambique. Form the state of Mozambique. So much land to go through, so little time. Fate of Cape Verde, Guinea. Form the state of Cape Verde, Guinea. Malta. Make Malta a puppet. Who will go... Okay, I don't want to give it to the Italian Federation. So Malta will be a puppet of the Kingdom of Britain, then. Canada. Make Canada a puppet of the British Empire. Well, the Kingdom of Britain. That is done now. It took a moment, but it is done. And I hope the German Empire will see the fact that they control one random state in Canada and just choose to give the land over to us. Fate of Iceland. Release an independent Iceland. So now there is a kingdom of Iceland, I suppose, once more. Paraguay. Liberate a loyal Paraguay. We can't even get any access to them through our borders, but it is what it is. Now for the fate of Aegean Macedonia, is that right? Give it to the Tsardom of Bulgaria. Sure. Works for me. So let's check on the Kingdom of Iceland. Now it's just Iceland. Yes, it just... So, well, how to say this? Edward VIII lost the right... He lost Canada, but now he's in Iceland. And also, besides that, he is also... Well, I thought he was in the Australasian Confederation. I guess not. But now Edward VIII is confined to Iceland, much like how Napoleon was confined to Elba and then St. Helena, I think, if I believe. But now he went from control, like Napoleon, he went from controlling a big country to controlling a much smaller island. And at this point, let's focus on defeating the Anti-Goering Pact. We may have a few more Fate of events pop up. I'm not so sure, though. Keep advancing, though. Will Germany give over this land to our puppet? I don't know. They should. Who? Okay, so Harry Creer. Creer? He leads the Canadian Republic, and as I thought, the Germans did give the land over to us. And there's one random Australasian Confederation division stuck here. Why are we at war with you? I don't get it. You've been defeated. It's over. Why are you guys... You're not even in a faction anymore. Okay, so that's just awkward. We'll do some magic to deal with them later. I'm not going to invade the Australasian Confederation. They're obviously fighting a losing war. Let's just focus on defeating the Anti-Goering Pact at this point. Keep advancing here. Not too worried about the Australasian Confederation. Keep moving through here. Advance through the Madagascar Pact. Take them out. Madagascar just keep moving through their lines. So Mozambique's a puppet of our country now. So is Angola, who's led by a generic leader, I see. And how is Burundi and Rwanda doing? We're making progress there, more there at this point. I believe we are. Trying to, anyway. We heavily outnumber them. We got to save some encircled division. Let me call on Uganda to help us here. Call to arms. Help us out in this war, please. That would be much ideal. Thank you. And can we take the rest of Madagascar? Come on, get this over with. Just get through their island and capture it. This march is going to be over soon for the First Army, hopefully. Madagascar is a big island. Some maps make it look small, but I think it's as large as Sweden, if I recall. Pretty massive place. And the Bharatiya Commune declared war on the Travancore state. They're probably hoping to finally basically unify all of India, I imagine. And what's this here? The fate of Chal Asaid? What's this? Chal whatever. Okay, transfer. Give it to the Tsardom of Bulgaria, I guess. And return Greek lands. Yeah, let's just do that. Return Greek lands. Sure, take all of it. So we gave all the land we got in that peace conference regarding Greece to Greece, who is now a puppet of Germany, I'm pretty sure. How is Romania faring? They are still alive, somehow. There's like, I think, quadrupled their division counts on their borders, but they're hanging in there. Somehow. Madagascar is still holding on also. Not for much longer, though, because we are approaching their capital. Keep these units pinned down. We are having some issues with supply, but it is what it is. Are we ready to invade Tanganyika yet? Or no? I guess not. I can live with not taking their territory. We can control a good portion of Africa at this point. Kenya, take all states. That is done. Kenya has fallen. It's been annexed by us. And we'll probably end up making it a puppet of Britain. I assume we'll do that anyway. Rwanda has been defeated. Take all states. And I don't know why they're just not part of one major peace treaty. I suppose they just aren't. So that's the end of Rwanda. They've been annexed. They're going to be made a puppet, probably. Moving here to defeat Burundi. Now, Kenya, fate of Kenya, form the state of Kenya. That is done. Now for Rwanda, form the state of Rwanda. That's more puppets for the British Empire, I suppose. And we got to keep moving here. I wish we could make one big puppet in the Congo, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. You guys are going to the wrong location. Take the city, South Madagascar. Capture it. Stop these units from moving. Just pin them down. Stop them from possibly saving the capital. Just capture all of Madagascar. Burundi has capitulated. Good. Take all states. Done. And now, at this point, we just have all of Army Group 1 is going to be invading Tanganyika, I suppose. We will just get that invasion over with. Can we also just attack Zanzibar? Also, we could do that, I imagine. Let's get rid of this order, though. Get all these units in Army Group 4 set up. Give them... Okay, that should be enough. 4 army groups. So, set up to invade this country. Get this done here. Let's actually move... Once we're done with Madagascar, Zanzibar... They should be in the peace treaty, but I'm not sure if they will be or not. They're part of the faction, so I imagine they will, or they'll just escape the peace conference somehow. I'm not so sure, but we'll find out. And what is this here? Fate of Burundi. Their mind. It's not a thing anymore. Whatever. Just the event just disappeared. The fate of event just went into thin air, just faded away. Return Bulgarian lands. What do we still control that could be called? Oh, this place down here. I see, it's like Thrace? It is, yeah, Western Thrace. Give that to Bulgaria. Yes, keep it. Big Bulgaria, you're welcome. Keep advancing into Madagascar. This is probably going to be our last real war, well, except with Tanganyika. We have so many units massed up in Africa, I just want to get that over with. Invade them. That'll be our last grand victory, I suppose. Like I said before, we'll work out some kind of peace treaty with the remnants of the Entente. Even though the Entente's not really a thing anymore, so keep defeating take the capital here. Take this last city we need in Madagascar to have our victory. Spread out some more units here. Where's everyone at? We have so many units that need to move around. Whatever. They gotta get in the position, I guess. Defeat Madagascar. Come on. Just one more city. It's almost there. How many more days of walking do you need to win here? 1 day and 21 hours. You guys move at 1 kilometer an hour. That is not very fast. Not fast at all. I mean, it is infantry, though. They don't really have motorized on their side, but they are making their way there. And at this point, we could launch a naval invasion of Zanzibar. Let me see if I can pull that off. Can we do it? please. That would be nice. Get on the order. Just get set up. Possibly. Can you just please naval invade them? That would be very much ideal. Come on. Madagascar is defeated. And let's take all states in turn. So the Anti-Goering Pact is gone. Technically. We just defeated them one at a time. Not much of a faction that was. So that's kind of awkward. I will say that. I just noticed something. Does Zanzibar not have cores on their own country? That is... yeah, that's bad for them for sure. But let's have our units get ready here once more. Come on, get on the naval invasion order. And get ready to go in about 12 days. It shouldn't take too long with those 5 divisions there. Keep moving. We took over all Madagascar. So let's get all of Army Group 1 together once again. Well, shortly. And just wait for this naval invasion to happen. The Dominion of West Africa is still fighting on. So is Romania. They're surrounded. They're hanging in there somehow. Let's move all of Army 1 up to West Africa to take part in that war. And just end the Dominion of West Africa. Then maybe a riddle. What's this riddle about? I don't know. What do I care? Don't care about no riddle. I just want to focus on winning my wars. So move in here. Take Army 6. Travancore State has been annexed. And let's move Army Group 2, all of these units over to Romania and finish off that country and just defeat them for the sake of the Reichspact and get our wars over with. I will also say we sort of magically peaced out with the Australasian Confederation and the West Indies Federation through unnatural means, but it has been done. Nonetheless, we have some research slots available. Now, what can we do? I don't know. Concentrated Industry 5, also Construction 4, and Flexible Line. That sounds fine to me. I'm not helping you with Japan and Russia, Germany. I'm done. Just going to focus on West Africa, Zanzibar, and Tanganyika, and whatever's left. We have a few more days until the naval invasion can happen. Just waiting now. Got to get these troops moved over. Where's the 5th Army? They're getting all the way to Africa. Oh, they're in Africa now. They're making their way through the Congo. Fate of Madagascar. Puppet. Form the state of Madagascar. That's yet another subject for the Kingdom of Britain. And here we are. The Jean-Joseph Regibiero, the paternal autocrat. Action Francois Madagascar. What in the world? I guess, yeah, whatever. They're a puppet. French AF Madagascar. So let me see subjects at this point. Look at all these subjects. Malta, Iceland, Finland, South African Republic, then tons of places in Africa. The British Empire really does, it's been reborn, hasn't it? We even got Canada. And we also directly control New England for some reason. We can't make them into a puppet. I don't know why. They're there. They exist. They exist. Just British New England. And how is West Africa faring? I mean, yeah, Dominion of West Africa is losing ground, I imagine. Romania is also being attacked from everywhere at this point. Yeah, they're surrounded, so we just need to get Army Group 2 over there to finish the job, probably. And is this naval invasion ready? Launch it. Zanzibar is defeated. Take all their states. Done. In turn. And the Anti-Goering Pact, or what was the Anti-Goering Pact, has one more member left, and that is it. So now we're just going to focus entirely on setting up for a naval invasion that will hopefully... an invasion that will hopefully end in our favor. We have so many divisions and so many troops here, so it better. So here we are. Get ready to go. Get into position now. Army 1 is moving toward West Africa. They're making their way there. The West African capital will fall shortly. Let's also maybe move some plane support. I don't know what we need to do there. I don't know how Romania is still alive. So, what do we need to do? Move our planes out of New England and Canada. They're not there. They're not really needed there anymore. Move them to West Africa. Then we'll have to move them to Romania, more than likely. Set up in this air base and just do whatever you can to defeat West Africa. The Dominion of West Africa. Maybe have a few different squadrons go to different air bases just to spread our numbers around so we don't overcrowd one air base. Order is restored in Buganda. Okay. Good. And how's the war declaration here going? Justification, 17th of February. This should be an easy war, I hope. We have so many divisions. They're heavily outnumbered, for crying out loud. So you think we'd be able to just flood in with our troops. We have 3 armies on their border, each with 24 divisions minimum. And is our planes in position? No, they gotta get there. Okay, they're now just arriving in Western Africa. But I mean, once they're all here, they should give a heavy advantage for air support for the Reichspakt units in West Africa. Also, how is Romania faring? They're losing ground. Yeah, they're going to lose Bucharest shortly. They're just isolated. They have no one on their side at this point. They're just geographically stuck. They have no geopolitical allies at all. Come on, defeat West Africa before Army 1 gets there. Romania has capitulated. Why do I have war score for this? I'm going to hit done. I have no business in taking any of Romania. And that was mainly left up between the German Empire and Austria. I think the German Empire got most of the land, which is not very surprising, but it's whatever. And I wonder what Edward VIII thinks of his faction being dismantled as he's stuck on Iceland as a puppet of the Kingdom of Britain, stuck on the island of Iceland as he's a puppet of the King of Britain, who is Wilhelm III, who is the Kaiser of Germany. And now let's start moving in on this country here. I apologize if there's any stuttering gameplay issues. It's just a thing that happens in this game from time to time, at least on my system. It maybe has to do with that. So let's move in here now, begin the war. Oh, we need to call in all of our allies. What am I doing? Call in Kenya, all the countries that have territory bordering this country anyway. I can't. Tanganyika? Whatever. Angola, Mozambique, and Zambia and Nyasaland needs to be involved here. Get them around in this war. Start moving in. And this should be a pretty easy win for us, you would think. So let's go now. We have tons of troops. We have plane support here also. West Africa is crumbling. It should be, the Dominion of West Africa, I imagine it is. Move in here. I hope we can get a Congo puppet out of this, because it just sort of... I have nothing against it, but it's just sort of interesting. Dominion of West Africa has fallen, but it's just sort of awkward. Take all states. Can we just do that? Okay, take all states. We control West Africa now. And let's move Army 1 over to this country here and continue our advance. This is the last country we'll be at war with. Tanganyika. And is it Tanzania? Is that what this country would be in real... Well, in our timeline anyway. I think they have the German name of Tanzania, if that's right. I could be entirely wrong there. So let's get control over more of East Africa. We'll just have so much territory. This is going so well. What an easy invasion this has been. We heavily outnumber them also. We also control Zanzibar now. We took over Zanzibar, just more so at the fact, okay, yeah, with the fall of the Dominion of West Africa, we can now split it up into different countries. Ghana is going to be a country now. Form the state of Ghana. The fate of the Ivory Coast. Form the state of the Ivory Coast. Fate of Dahomey. Form the state of Dahomey. Togo. State of Togo is going to be made. So, from the fall of West Africa, the Kingdom of Britain has found itself with 4 new puppets, and they are the Ivory Coast, Ashanti, Togoland, and Dahomey. I think Ashanti is Ghana, essentially. And yeah, so victory for the Kingdom of Britain, as always. Keep moving in here, take this city here, take this place, Dar es Salaam, get that captured, move in, and we're just surrounding the enemy here. Let me look at the side. Let me just get rid of all this. Let me get rid of all this. Yes. And how many divisions do they have? They have 5 to 18. Of course, we're attacking them with at least triple that number, so I can see why they're struggling to stop us. Also, they mainly have militia in their... Well, they have some militia and they're stuck fighting against infantry, and this war is over. Conquer. So take everything we want out of this, take all states, in turn. Peace conference over, and let's wait for the fate of event. Who do we have a war goal on even? Cuba and the Nigerian Free State. They don't really matter. Nigeria is a puppet of the Germans, can't attack them. Also, Cuba's a member of the Reichspakt. So those war goals, I'm trying to say, don't really matter to us. And do we have any? We can demobilize our economy, get that done. And I guess these are just going to be the borders in Africa now, and we can just see how many puppets we have at this point as the Kingdom of Britain. Let's go off the list, the subject list of the Kingdom of Britain, led by His Majesty William VI. The Canadian Republic, Finland, Iceland, Malta, South African Republic, two Sicilies, the Dominican Republic, Republic of Haiti, Paraguay, Angola, Mosiland, Botswana, the Central African Empire. Picasso really did go for that, didn't he? Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Congo, Cape Verde, Guinea, Dahomey, Gabon, Ashanti, Guinea, Kenya, Madagascar, Mali, Mauritania, Mozambique, Namibiland, Rwanda, Senegambia, Sierra Leone, Togoland, Uganda, Wadai, Zambia, Nyasaland, Free State, and South Rhodesia. So let's do the math here. That's at least, I don't know, it has to be almost, that's a lot of subjects, let's just say that. And yeah, Picasso did coronate himself. He's a puppet of a king, but he's an emperor of the Central African Empire. I guess he's an emperor, I don't know. But whatever, I'm going to end part 6, and I'm going to end this playthrough here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you to everyone for watching this series. Thank you to those who write the comments. I do read all of them. And you can check out Kaiserredux in the video description. The link to the mod is there.